Dead Rising 2 takes pride in lavishly parading the living dead in large numbers, making survival feel like an endless uphill battle. Fortunately, series newcomer Chuck Green is one tough dude, and he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty when it comes to eradicating zombies, however bloody it may get. Instead of dwelling on past incidents, Dead Rising 2 kicks things off with an all-new nightmare scenario. Beginning with Reality is Terror, a vulgar game show that celebrates the slaughtering of zombies, things quickly go haywire when the horde manages to break loose into the city, forcing Chuck, his daughter, and the remaining survivors into hiding. The former motocross champion now has a lot more than riding on his plate. Not only is he plagued with the task of keeping his infected little girl from craving human flesh, he has to stay alive in the fictitious Vegas-inspired Fortune City. Structurally, Dead Rising 2 mirrors its predecessor to a T, with 72 hours counting down until the military arrives for rescue. Time management is critical as Chuck faces a series of simultaneous goals. These meaningful tasks flesh out the plot and serve as the foundation of your objectives within the game. Sure, you could run off and slaughter the living dead at your leisure, though the clock will continually tick down, leaving you less and less time to take care of business. The overriding objective in Dead Rising 2 is to obtain and administer the miracle drug Zombrex to your daughter every 12 hours to keep her infection at bay. The rest of the half-dozen cases include unraveling some of the mystery behind the outbreak as you meet with new and interesting characters and deal with boss-like psychopaths. Cases will take you far and wide across the game's expansive map as you uncover more and more locations. There's no denying the terrain in Dead Rising 2 offers much more in terms of variety and scope than the previous game's squeaky clean mall. Fortune City's vast surrounding is home to casinos, restaurants, hotels, underground passageways, and yes, another mall, though the sheer size of everything makes it easy to get lost. You'll certainly be spending some time looking at your map, planning routes. PP, a form of leveling up Chuck's attributes including speed, health, and inventory returns, though the ways in which you earn PP have changed slightly. The most common is through use of customizable weapons, which is new to the series. By earning combo cards, Chuck can then forge together items like a recipe in order to make a vastly superior weapon. PP is also earned for rescuing survivors or simply getting people to join you in the attempt to rescue them. With so many objects at your disposal, you'll naturally see a lot of rotation in your ever-changing arsenal, since Dead Rising 2 seems to reward you for trying out new weapons. There are knives, blades, baseball bats, crowbars, and even combat wheelchairs. Weapons do have the disadvantage of deteriorating over time, so you'll have to replace them often, but you'll always be able to improvise some sort of zombie-killing solution. You can also dress Chuck in outfits you find scattered throughout the many stores. When Living Dead lurks around every corner, you'll want to look your best. Or possibly your silliest.
Yeah!
We've spent a good deal of time with Dead Rising 2, though we've only scratched the surface. Co-op play and an online battle mode are still at the top of our to-do list in the finished game. With new areas to explore and weapons to uncover, we're eager to see what else awaits us in Fortune City. Be sure to check back with us later in September for our full review.